Hello everybody! Welcome to my channel. I just came back from work. I had a very nice time at work. I'm gonna tell you a bit about it today before we get into the subject that we have because it's actually very interesting and I want to deep dive into it. But I was at work today, and if you don't know, I work in an arcade, which I love. My whole childhood as a kid, I used to go to arcades and spend until the last penny there. Everywhere I went. Oh my god, I used to love like shooting games so much, like FPS games. Oh my god damn it. We don't have any in my arcade. I have an old kind of like uh uh um very old rusty arcade, very lame, I would say. The coolest thing we have is probably like air hockey and like the bowling. Let's be honest, I don't work at the bowling, but we do have bowling there. Anyway, I'm rambling. Hello. What's new? So today we're going to be talking about why you should not lower your standards. Well, okay. Let me be very real with you. You just don't know your worth. You really don't know your worth. Because if you did, you probably wouldn't have let all those low vibrational people around you, all those low vibrational things and hobbies that you're doing, you wouldn't let them around you. You wouldn't let them a hand. Yes, I'm judging you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You should really know yourself better, because once you decide you deserve having those high standards, then you actually deserve having those high standards. Why? I got lost. I got really lost. Okay, let's begin the video. Now. Hello. I know this kind of is a bit messy, but let's go. So let's talk about why you should not lower your standards. Let's talk about relationships first. What even is having a standard, right? Well, let's talk about what even is having a standard. Having a standard is like, well, it's in our very nature. You know, humans have likes and dislikes. And sometimes you may think that's a bit superficial, but it actually isn't. Everybody has their own likes and dislikes. And when you find that out, you probably discover that many people are very similar to you than you would have thought. And that's why, because they might have the same likes and dislikes as you do. Same hobbies, whatever, right? Very human. Now, some people may also have the same standards, and that's how you meet your soulmate. Kind of. Having high standards includes of three things. Knowing what... I don't know why I can't speak today. Like, my words are just like stopping at the gate of my mouth. They're just stopping there, and they're like, and I can't speak. But anyway, you have to know what you want, how you want to get it, and know that you deserve having it. 3 major important things. And then the last one, which is receiving whatever it is, because you can just be like a person of like, oh, I have high standards, and then when the person who meets all your standards comes along, you're like, you know, and it doesn't really align with what you're saying, right? With what you think you believe, right? So let's break it down. First of all, you have to know what you want. You have to. I'm sorry. It's just not... I didn't make the rules. I mean, that's only if you know, if you want something healthy, stable, like you know what you want. You know. That's why you clicked on this video. That's why it's helping you actually, cuz you already know. Okay, so let's run through this, right? You know what you want. Let's put this, for example, in a relationship scenario, right? Okay. I want this girl. She's a goth GF with big tits, but I also want her to be super good at math. I don't know why. I guess I'm a psychopath, but that's how I want my goth girlfriend, okay? Shut the fuck up. Let me be. These are my standards, okay? I fucking deserve having them, okay? Okay. But that was actually a demonstration of one of my points. I don't know why why this hypothetical person, okay, wants his goth GF with big tits to have first of all super huge tits, but also be super good at math, right? These are the standards that they will not break, okay? They will not break. They're set in stone on these key things. They know what they want. So they meet this girl, doesn't have enough boobs, did not even stay to see if she knows math. Second girl, big boobs, knows math, not goth enough. Not goth at all. Next. Third girl they meet, I don't know, whatever. I get sometimes lost in the analogies. Third girl, big tits, goth as fuck, can fucking calculate everything in her head. How would he meet her? A girl who, answers all his standards, right? Checks all the boxes. How would he meet her? Had he not met the previous two girls that he came across? They came across, she came across, I came across. I don't know. I also want a goth girlfriend with big tits who knows math. Wait, maybe it's a reflection of my high standards. He had to go through the first one, who didn't have big tits. And I know it's a superficial example, but bear with me. Didn't have big tits, yeah, but she was goth, for all he knew, yeah. He didn't stay long enough to even see if she knows math, but she could have probably known math, right? All she didn't have was the big boobs. Imagine he would just stay with her, and let's say she knew math, okay? No, actually, that makes it a bit superficial. She didn't know math, okay? Math is super important for this dude. It's like a turn-on for him. He's like, oh my god, yell fucking equations in my ear, So he would have been stuck with this girl that he didn't even want to begin with, and he doesn't check all the boxes, doesn't answer his standards, doesn't give him what he needs, they, I don't know, wouldn't be as good as waiting for the last one, the last option, the one that actually respected all the standards that you had. Not setting your boundaries is something that can hurt you a lot in that process. Not knowing what you want is the biggest problem for setting boundaries, because if you don't know that you don't want that, then you can't set a boundary to say, yo, I don't want that. So this is definitely the first thing you're gonna have to do. I'm sorry. That's how the life is, right? You have to know shit. You have to know what your shit is about. Yeah? Because nobody else is gonna know what your shit is about. Don't wait for other people to tell you what your shit is about. I had an analogy, and a video I just recorded, but I don't know, I paused it by accident, and like it paused on the good things I had to say, and like recorded on like the areas I wanted to pause. You know, a mess anyway. But so let's say there's this guy. If you want a job example, there's this dude. He really wants to be a scientist. He really wants to be a scientist. He's like, yeah, I want to be a scientist. I want to fucking go to this university to study there as a scientist and have science all around me all the time. Okay? And then there's this other dude, and he's like, oh, I want to be a scientist, but like it's never gonna happen, so I'm just gonna stay an accountant. What? You see, one guy really believes in himself. Not only does he know what he wants to be a scientist. He knows how he wants to get it. He wants to go to university, study science, to be a scientist. And the third one is knowing he deserves it. He's all pumped up about it. He's like, yes, I will do it. I am doing it. I am going to be a scientist. What else am I going to be? These are my standards. My standard is to be a scientist, no less. You know what I mean? And then there's this other dude. And he's, well, not only does he not believe he deserves it, he doesn't even know the way he wants to get being a scientist, right? Because he's like, well, I have this option right here, that's my family business, to be an accountant, and that's safe. I don't need to risk anything. I don't need to do anything. I mean, I hate my job. I don't like working as an accountant. I really do want to be a scientist, but I guess it will never happen, so I just guess I'm gonna stay in this job that I hate, to be an accountant in the family business. How do you think other people see these two people? This one, the one who is extremely determined to be a scientist and is gonna do anything to get what he wants, and also gonna be very disciplined about it. People are gonna be like, yo, you wanna learn to be a teacher instead, you wanna learn to be this instead, you wanna do drugs instead, you know? And he's like, no, thank you. I offer thank you for the offer, but I wanna be a scientist. That's what I want. You know, other people see him as first of all, a scientist, because he thinks of himself as a scientist already. People think, well, he's just gonna be a scientist. He's not gonna be anything else. He's too excited, too connected to the fact that he knows he wants to be a scientist. Other people will also see how determined and confident he is with the fact that he wants to be a scientist, that not only he feels that way, but they're gonna feel that way as well when they feel like he deserves being a scientist. While this person, if he's gonna say to somebody, oh, I really want to be a scientist, they're gonna be like, yeah, scientist, good one, good luck with that, or something. And he's gonna be like, oh yeah, good. Yeah, good luck with that. Instead of being like, no, but I can actually be a scientist. How do you think other people see him? As an accountant. And one who will stay an accountant. Do you think they think he deserves to be a scientist? No. The dude literally laughed at him when he said, the theoretical dude that I invented, okay? Bear with me. Laugh in his face. Oh, you want to be a scientist? Oh, okay. Yeah, you go be a scientist. He wouldn't say the same thing to this person that is certain of himself. Yeah, I'm gonna be a scientist. Do you see this person coming up to him and be like, oh yeah, good luck being a scientist? He's just gonna be like, yeah, thanks. You know what I mean? His standards are here. He's not gonna just go for any job. He's not just gonna go for any degree. He wants to be a scientist. This person, he's like, it's good money, you know, working as an accountant. What money does being a scientist give me? I don't know. I need to go to university. That's scary. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know. And if he does want to go to university, then it's like, oh, I really want to go to university, but like, that's studying, and that's debt, and that's so many other things. That I can just be an accountant, and without any of this happening, you know, I would have an unfulfilling life, but it would be stable. Rather than have a fulfilling life, potentially, but potentially also unstable. So this person just went for the stable option that he saw first. Really, that's all it is. It's like that dude that went into a hot big titty goth girlfriend would just at the first girl or the second girl give up and just be like, well, you know what, I guess I will never find the girl of my dreams. I just settle with this one because that's all I have, and that's it. Do you think she will be happy to hear you talk like that in your mind about choosing her? I know I wouldn't. And I know that if that wouldn't be in your mind, but it would come out as words, to her, she would not even entertain the idea of being with you. And yet, we do that all the time. Well, this boy is too hot. I don't know if I can get him. I don't know if I can land him. So I'm just gonna get this dude who's shy and I can, you know, have a privilege and like it's easier for me. Doesn't check all the boxes. I'm not satisfied, but I have something. It was the first thing I saw. It was the first option. Let's go with it. That's what I have. That's what I'm gonna have. Saying basically, that's what I'm starting with. Well, there's no way to go beyond this, I guess. I don't know why people think that way, but like people think, well, I guess I'm gonna have to choose out of this, you know. I guess I'm gonna have to choose out of this because that's all I have. All the good ones are taken, or like I need more confidence to approach him, the dude that I want, so I'm just gonna go with anyone that is less confident than him, so I can come up to them. This is how do you think this girl is going to be happy with the boy that she chooses? No, she's just gonna pick him up like that, you know, like that. That is not a recipe for a successful relationship, and that is not a recipe for a successful relationship with yourself, because you know what you want. Imagine you're your own kid. I used an analogy last episode of the manifestation thing of you being your best friend. Now imagine that you are your kid, and you know what the kid wants. He's crying. He's like, give it to me. Give it to me. I want this. But you're like giving him other things. Like, let's say, for example, you have a kid and he wants chocolate ice cream. Now, you have chocolate ice cream, but it's at the end of the aisle. Now, you have two options. You can either take him to the end of the aisle and be like, yo, this is chocolate ice cream. Or you can take him to the beginning of the aisle and be like, well, choose from here. What do you want from here? And he's like, no, I want chocolate. No. Take something from here. Why? Do we not have enough money for chocolate? Do we not have... No. But like, you don't know if there is chocolate. You don't know if there isn't. You better just take something else and let's go. So we won't have to go all the way to the back of the, to the end of the aisle. Search for chocolate ice cream. What if there wouldn't be chocolate ice cream? Then we went all the way to the end of the aisle for nothing. So, that basically means the standards are the kid wanting a chocolate ice cream. And where you don't respect them and you don't respect the kid, your child, telling you, yo, dad, I want like a chocolate ice cream. I don't want any other taste. I want chocolate. That's the only ice cream taste I fucking eat, dad. Sorry. You would think the dad, I'm not talking about like being spoiled in any way now. It's not about parenting. It's an analogy. Chill out. The dad can answer the child's needs and be like, okay, darling, I know you want chocolate ice cream. I will give you chocolate ice cream. I know we have to go to the end of the aisle to get the chocolate ice cream, but that's okay because it's only the end of the aisle. It's not the end of the world. Or you could say, no. You don't know if there's chocolate there. You don't know if there isn't. Why just go all the way to the back of the aisle for nothing? Just pick something else. And let's go. Let's go. And now imagine the kid takes something else even though there is chocolate ice cream. That is exactly what you're doing, what you're settling. You're saying, well, I don't want to go, I don't want to broaden my horizons to see if there is the person that I'm actually looking for. I'm just going to settle down. Just going to settle for this person. I'm going to settle for this girl, goth girl, with no tits and doesn't know math. I'm going to be sad because no one can give me pillows to sleep on and no one can fucking calculate my taxes. It's a lose-lose situation. And imagine that girl who has big tits, the third girl that he met, who has big tits, who is goth, who knows math. She needs something you have. It's not random. We all have those standards inside of us to match each other. The standards you have are going to match with the standards that person has for you. So this is first of all a reason for you to start getting yourself in shape. And shape doesn't have to be like working out or like in actual shape. I mean, in shape, just taking care of yourself. Just knowing yourself better. Because this is the reason now. I know I've only been through like one method, like to know what you want. But we're gonna get through this. Don't worry. It's only 24 minutes, okay? Don't be pussies, okay? I'm pretty enough to watch me move my lips for like half an hour. So, that sounds bad. Sorry. I should tell myself sorry. It's okay. Basically, standards are for both people who should be together to be together. Let's say I'm gonna bring myself as an example. I'm gonna bring myself as an example, and then we're gonna go talk about the second important thing, important rule, important statement. I don't know, something. Well, I would say my standards are very high because I'm an Aquarius. There is no video that I recorded and I have not said the fact that I am an Aquarius in the video. And I didn't want this one to be the first one, so yeah. But yeah, I have very high standards because I know what I deserve and I know what I want and I know how I want to get it. Okay, let's say, for example, I'm gonna reveal my secrets to you guys. I want a partner, right? Because I'm bisexual. I like men, I like women. Actually, now I'm more into guys. So I would like my standards, let's say, are guys who are 20 and up. Like, but not, it's very specific, okay? So listen to my standards and then take what resonates with you. Just take it as inspiration. 20 plus, 23 and lower. Like, I don't want to date people that are like older than 23 because I'm only 19, not even. So like, let's chill, let's chill. Creative people. The person has to be creative, do music, do art, do photography, film, something creative, writing, reading, I don't know. Person has to be creative. But I would say music is my big thing right now. I would like the person to be a musician. I would like the person to have, I became spoiled, to have a car and a license, obviously. And to have long hair, because guys with short hair are like normal guys and it's not special enough for me. I'm sorry. You gotta be special. I'm special. But this is the third thing. I'm special. I know I'm special. I deserve something special. I don't deserve a run out of the mill, guy who I can just find everywhere. Can you find me everywhere? No. So why would I just settle for a guy you can find everywhere? No reason. I also I have like a shit ton of more things, like actual, not physical things, not shallow things, but actual properties, that you want your partner to have, that you want your workplace to have. That dude wanted to be a scientist. This, like, imagine him getting stuck at being a what's it called? Accountant. Well, he knows he doesn't deserve it. So it just doesn't make sense for him to stay there. Like, it doesn't make sense for me to date anyone who doesn't fit my standards. You know what I mean? Like, I specifically care for people's personality and astrological chart, basically, like zodiac chart. So if the astrological chart is not compatible, then I'm sorry. We're just not gonna. I'm sorry. Zroja vod. It's not gonna work. I'm sorry. I don't know why Hebrew came in. What the fuck is going on? I'm just all over the place. But yeah, I want a person who's really nice, who's really caring, who helps other people, who's very passionate, empathetic, nice, bubbly, and fun. I want a person that's fun. That's something that's actually very important to me. And none of the people I have dated in the past, other than my mythological girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, other than her, nobody else was fun. They all suck. And I only dated Earth signs. Other than her, she was a Gemini. Gemini. But yeah, like my standards now are fire signs. You know what I mean? Like, I go very specific. Why? Because why not? I know this person exists. Why should I not go all the way with the things that I want? I know I'm working on myself exactly as I am thinking about this, as I am forming these standards, right? Because as you begin to respect yourself, you begin to respect your standards more, your boundaries more, right? So at the end of the day, it all comes within the relationship, from within the relationship that you have with yourself. Well, I mean, it kind of is obvious, but it kind of is not obvious, because you think that you can just fake it and it'll be fine. You can just fake that you feel that you deserve it and it'll be fine. You can fake that you're fine with them not meeting your standards, but it's not gonna work. And you can fake your standards to be lower, but it's not gonna work. And you can try again and again and again and again, and then wonder why nothing is working. Wonder why you are not happy. Because you are slacking off from yourself. You're not giving yourself all that you need. You're feeding other people's mouths, right? I guess a mouth would be other people's minds. Like, you're appealing to other people other than appealing to yourself. You're appealing to other people's boundaries. You're appealing to other people's standards, but not your own. So you're not really going to be happy. People around you are not even going to be happy, really, because if you're not truly, sincerely happy, you're not gonna infect them with happiness. You can't infect people with fake happiness. You're gonna infect them with fakeness. And that's how you're going to find yourself surrounded with people who lie to you on how they feel, what they think, because, well, you've been doing it. Life is a mirror to you. Like I said, it's like a reflection. It's exactly like I said, it's a reflection of the way you see yourself. And not only in this area, in literally every and any area of your life, it will be like this. So instead of thinking that somebody has the control and somebody is, pushing the buttons so you could never find the right one, or like you would never find, I don't know, like the perfect job, or like you will never be an artist, you will never be a scientist. You will be. You're just not caring enough about it. That's all there is to it, because if you actually cared enough for it, you would do something about it. If you actually wanted to be a scientist, you would fucking quit your accountant job and be like, well, I know it's safe and everything, but that's not what I want to do. I want to be a scientist. And you are not going to laugh at me for wanting to be a scientist, because look at me be a scientist. You're going to respect yourself more. People are going to respect you more. You don't like your job. Why stay? For the money? No. You can get the same amount of money in a different place that's going to be a bit less hard or sufferable. Like, I don't know. Insufferable. I don't know. I don't know what there is, okay? But just so you know, that if you have a call for something, it will always, not always, but most times will be for your benefit. Okay? You have a call for this. Well, I'm gonna share it with you. I had once this vision of this dude who, I don't know, like, I really just saw imagery, like a vision, a full-blown vision of this dude who had exactly all the features that I am sharing with you today, that I already did, like, long hair, musician, goth also. I decided that I only date goth people from now on, just because it's too much of myself. I'm too goth to not date someone that's also goth. That's like disrespecting my gothness. Like, I just want to go to a cemetery and like fucking light a joint with someone and like speak about the endless possibilities of the universe and the endless love of the dying sea. Like, I don't know. These are my standards. Now, I can just say, oh, well, this is never gonna happen. I'm never gonna meet this person. I haven't met them yet. I can just say, it's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna meet them. And then, guess what will happen? I will never meet them. Why? Because instead of searching the possibilities and choosing what's good for me, I'm just on a default mode. Imagine you're on a default mode. Well, I want this. But that's what I have here right now. And well, I guess if I have this right now, I'm gonna take this. I'm not gonna wait for what I actually want. No. Because if this came and not this, it means this is all I ever will have. Wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Like saying, oh, my family never went to school to study. My family never did this. My family never had money. So I will never have it. No, wrong. You have autonomy. You can do things by your own. You can do things for yourself. You did not grow up with money, but your standards for your life is having a business. Are you just gonna say, oh no, well, I guess I'll never have a business because I didn't grow up with money. Yeah. No, that's not how things work. That's how you want them to work. That's how you want to shed off responsibility from yourself and put it onto the universe or God or the family who didn't have money. I don't know, whatever you blame. Either you blame yourself, oh yeah, I had to be born to this broke ass family, this dumb ass family who nobody even went to school in, blah 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 blah. Fucking this goddammit accountant screwed up job, I don't know why I'm getting this into the characters, but I can really feel the pain that he has. Like, the dude is like, fucking, I just want to be a scientist. I don't want to do other people's bills. I don't want that. I want to be a scientist. You see? What I have to say about that in a relationship way is like I said, imagine me. Look at me. Okay? Look at me from afar. Okay? Look at me from afar. Wait. Am I scary enough? But you don't see me with somebody that's not special. I wouldn't date somebody that's not creative. I wouldn't date somebody that's not goth. Even if they did have all the other things that I'm looking for. Kind, fire sign, um have a car, whatever, what all the things that I want in that person could be there, minus these major things: being goth, being creative, whatever. Would I be happy then with that person? Yes, it could have been a good person, a fire sign, whatever, but it wouldn't align with my standards. My standards are here. I know what I want, right? But if I don't respect them, I'm actually putting them here. They could be here, and there is plenty of options in this area as well. In every area, there's plenty of options. Depends on how you see yourself. Do you see yourself as worthy of that option? You will get it. You see yourself as unworthy for that one, you will not get it. That's how life works. You are your own boss, and actually your mind, your thoughts is the real boss, because they kind of like dictate what's going to happen in this universe. In this world, this physical world, the physical realm is kind of controlled by our thoughts. So if you cannot detect negative thoughts about yourself and not shut them down, but like fight them, let's say, then you're just gonna let yourself get treated that way by your mind, right? By that kid, by your best friend, whatever analogy you like. And that's gonna be the reality, because that is like the only person that you know of. This person tells you who you are. And if that person tells you you're worthless, you suck, you're never gonna get the goth big titty, super smart GF. You're not gonna get that. Why? Because you're not worth that much. You're gonna start believing it. You're gonna be like, oh shit, I'm not worth that much. Do you have any evidence? If you do, then, well, actually start working on yourself to be worth that much. You can be high value. Everybody can be high value. You just have to work for it. To do the inner work for it. And let's say, I forgot what was the other one. Let's say you tell yourself all the good things. You tell yourself, well, I do deserve this. This person is gonna love me. I'm gonna fucking kill this job. I will kill these studies. I can do everything. I deserve anything. Blah, 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 blah. Your mind is gonna believe it. It's gonna believe it. It's gonna be like, yo, yeah, I can do anything. Oh my god, I do deserve this thing. I do deserve all of these things, and I am worth it. I am on the same level as this option. I'm on the same level as my standards. Why? Because I believe I am. And that's it. Now, we talked about knowing what you want, knowing how you want to get it. That may be translated in like a workplace, a work environment, a specific job that you want, whether that would be, again, to be an artist, to be a musician, to be a scientist, things like that. To really... Wow, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, I'm a bit woozy today because I don't know why. I'm just woozy. I'm tired. It's like, oh my god, it's 1 a.m. No. It might be also the how you want to get it. It might also be translated in I want to ask this girl out. I want this girl to ask me out, I want to win this, and I want to be able to meet this person. And if it's like a family thing, then like I rather well, I don't know really, but knowing how you're gonna do it, how you want to do it. Like I said, the scientist, how he wanted to do it, he wanted to go to university. So we have the third one, which is, well, we just discussed that. And the fourth one is, well, the third one, if you missed, is how to feel like you deserve of having those high standards. Last one is just embracing them and implementing into your personality. Because if you have those high standards, again, like I said at the beginning and throughout this video, it's for a reason. It means the universe or God or whatever you believe in, right? Dial down, water down from all of the people in the world. They gave you those breadcrumbs to find your soulmate, to find your lost twin flame, your, I don't know, whatever you believe in. If you believe in stepping stone soulmates, that you have a bond with them, a connection with them, but it's not the one that lasts forever. You can meet and encounter people like this as well, through this. If you really embrace the person that these standards make you, not only will it be easier for you to attract the person of your standards, it will also be, what was my point? זה קרה לי עוד פעם. Oh, well, let's wrap this up and give up on this. Maybe try again another day, because it happened. I don't know if I told you, but like when I pause the video, it's kind of tricky. It looks like it's paused when it's not, and it doesn't look like it's paused when it is. So like I paused the my mind is melting. I paused like the minutes I spoke on, like the time wow I paused when I spoke by accident, and when I resumed, I thought it was paused. So I was just like trying to like find in my thoughts what I'm looking for in my mind. But anyway, like I said, every pot has a cover, and if you embrace your standards, like the person that they make you, you will attract this faster. The things you have these high of standards for, you will get them faster. And not only that, if you believe you're worth it, you're also gonna feel super good about having those standards. It's not even about acting out on them, but just knowing that you have something that is the boundary for you. Having boundaries, having those standards, when you know you have something like this that defines you in a way, it helps. Yeah. And I would love to say so much more, but my headache is killing me, and it's literally like 1:05 a.m. right now, and I've been at work since 4:30 in the afternoon. So yeah, goodbye. Have a good night. Have a great night's sleep. And I hope you do a list of wants and don't want in a relationship, a job, family, connection, anything, whatever it is. Keep up your boundaries. Don't let them go for anyone. You deserve the world. The world. Everything. You deserve everything. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to sleep. Bye bye.